Hold on a minute. When you hear Nissan Sentra, you probably think reliable, efficient, and, well, maybe a little basic. But Nissan just did something genuinely surprising with the all-new 2026 model. They took the one thing this car was notorious for, its simple, budget-focused cabin, and flipped the script. The new Sentra isn't just a compact sedan anymore. It packs dual 12.3-inch digital displays, standard ProPILOT Assist, and the kind of long-distance comfort you usually pay luxury prices for. It's even built on a chassis that's 6% more rigid than before. Is Nissan finally serious about offering true executive comfort and tech in a car that won't punish your wallet? Or is this just an elegant facelift over the same old, reliable mechanics? We spent a week in the top trim SL to find out where they cut corners, and the answer might completely change how you view Nissan's entire lineup. Welcome back. What you are looking at right here is the all-new 9th generation 2026 Nissan Sentra. For decades, the Sentra has been the bedrock of Nissan's lineup, standing for sensible, low-cost motoring. It's the reliable, trustworthy sedan that Americans have bought for over 40 years, and the one that has quietly built a reputation for being easy to own and exceptionally fuel-efficient. But in 2026, the compact sedan market is at a crossroads. With rising prices and almost every competitor pushing buyers into high-riding SUVs, the simple, reliable four-door is on life support. Nissan knew they had to deliver a major statement, especially to buyers who value long-term financial sense and a comfortable, quiet commute. They couldn't just give it a new headlight design. The mission for this new Sentra was clear. Keep the proven, low-cost dependability underneath, but give the entire package a premium overhaul. From the sharpened exterior lines to the class-leading digital cockpit and the available ProPILOT Assist for highway cruising, Nissan is trying to make a compact sedan that feels genuinely mature and respectable. The question is, did they actually bridge the gap between affordable and aspirational? Is the Sentra now the smartest, most comfortable long-term value in the segment, or does that familiar engine and transmission let the entire new package down? We're taking a deep dive into the ergonomics, the upgraded build quality, and every single detail that matters to the mature driver. Let's get to the detailed breakdown. Let's start with the one thing Nissan needed to get right: the build quality and ergonomics. Step inside the new Sentra, especially the mid-range SV or the premium SL we tested, and the transformation is immediate. The soft-touch materials now cover key contact points, like the door sills and the upper dashboard. It feels substantial, with panel gaps tighter than before, thanks to a focused engineering effort. The new dashboard design is dominated by the available dual 12.3-inch displays. This is a class-leading tech setup that gives the cabin a clean, modern, almost monolithic look. And critically, the infotainment screen is twice as bright as the old one, making it easy to read in direct sunlight. But for the commuter, the real story is comfort. Nissan's patented zero-gravity front seats are back, and they are, simply put, some of the best in the business for long-haul support. They are engineered to promote a neutral posture, reducing fatigue on those longer interstate drives, a huge plus for our target audience. We spent hours in them and found ourselves less fidgety than in some rivals costing $15,000 more. The reintroduced SL trim goes further, offering premium quilted tailor-fit synthetic leather, a heated steering wheel, and dual-zone climate control. The fact that you can get these touches in a compact car speaks volumes about Nissan's renewed focus on driver retention and satisfaction. On the tech front, Nissan has been aggressive. Beyond the large dual screens with standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the real value for highway commuters is the available ProPILOT Assist. This system combines adaptive cruise control that works all the way down to a stop, with intelligent lane centering. On a congested highway, it practically drives itself, managing the stressful stop-and-go braking and acceleration for you. It's an invaluable tool for reducing driver workload on the commute. This suite is complemented by Nissan's standard Safety Shield 360, which includes blind spot warning and even blind spot intervention, which can nudge you back into your lane if you try to change when a vehicle is present. Now, we must talk about what powers this elegant new shell. Under the hood is the familiar, proven, naturally aspirated 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine delivering 149 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque. Yes, it's a carryover. No, the Sentra is not going to win any stoplight races. It will do 0 to 60 in around 8.5 seconds, which is adequate for merging, but not exciting. The good news is that Nissan did invest heavily in refinement. The Xtronic CVT transmission has been retuned to feel much smoother and more natural, eliminating that unpleasant rubber band sensation that plagued older Nissan models. More importantly, for the driving experience, the body structure is 6% more rigid than before, and the steering features a dynamic damper to cut down on road vibrations. The result is a Sentra that, while not fast, feels more composed, quieter, and more predictable at highway speeds. This is a crucial distinction. They prioritized comfortable, quiet, confident cruising over raw speed. Finally, efficiency is still a cornerstone. While official figures are pending, we expect the Sentra to maintain its excellent fuel economy, likely hitting around 33 miles per gallon combined. So, with top-shelf tech, exceptional seats, and a much-improved chassis, the Sentra has all the makings of a long-term winner. But is the lack of a turbocharged or hybrid option the final nail in its coffin? And how does its projected depreciation look compared to the Honda Civic and Toyota Corolla? Stick around, because the answers might surprise you. This is the turning point for the 2026 Sentra. We've established it looks premium and feels better built, but the true test of this car is whether those engineering refinements add up on the road. We took the Sentra on a 100-mile highway loop to simulate a real-world commute. And here is the big surprise. The investment in body rigidity and sound dampening is legitimate. Cruising at 70 miles per hour, the cabin is noticeably quieter and more composed than its key rivals, the Civic and the Corolla. Paired with those magnificent zero-gravity seats and the effortless semi-autonomous operation of ProPILOT Assist, this compact Nissan transforms into a brilliant, low-fatigue, long-distance cruiser. It finally feels like a car built for mature, multi-hour journeys, not just running errands. This is where the Sentra doesn't just meet expectations, it exceeds them, delivering an unexpected level of comfort and quiet confidence. But here is the unavoidable drawback. When you ask for quick power, like passing a semi or tackling a steep incline, the 149 horsepower engine and the CVT, despite the retuning, simply run out of breath. It becomes noisy, and the acceleration is slow. The top competitors, the Corolla with its optional hybrid and the Civic with its turbo, offer a much more responsive power band. So, the new Sentra offers a premium experience for daily life, but it maintains an economy car powertrain. This trade-off is the central dilemma. For the driver prioritizing long-term durability, class-leading tech, and peerless long-haul comfort at an affordable price, the Sentra is a huge win. But for the driver who needs quick, effortless power or top-tier resale value from a hybrid, Nissan is still asking you to look elsewhere. This leaves us with the ultimate question. Does the incredible level of comfort and advanced technology in the new SL trim justify choosing the Sentra over a more powerful rival? Let's wrap up our final verdict and break down the depreciation to see which trim truly offers the best value for your money. After spending time in the redesigned 2026 Sentra, the verdict is clear. Nissan has executed a perfect strategy for their core, non-performance buyers. They knew they couldn't beat the Civic Si or the Corolla hybrid in their respective categories, so they chose to win on a metric that truly matters to long-haul owners: refinement and effortless cruising. This car is absolutely for the smart, value-conscious driver who spends serious time on the highway. If you prioritize exceptional long-range comfort, the stress-relieving capability of ProPILOT Assist, and a high-tech cabin over blistering speed or top-tier resale value, the Sentra is now arguably the best compact cruiser in its class. For the best blend of features, you don't need the pricey SL trim. Our pick is the Sentra SV with the available premium package. This gets you the comfortable zero-gravity seats, the larger screens, wireless smartphone integration, and you can add ProPILOT Assist without paying for every luxury touch. This is the sweet spot that delivers 90% of the comfort and 100% of the crucial safety tech for the lowest possible price. The 2026 Sentra's impact on the market is simple but profound. It proves that the traditional sedan still has a crucial role when it offers a compelling value experience. By injecting luxury-level tech and quality into an economy platform, Nissan has redefined what it means to be a dependable, affordable daily driver. They haven't chased the sports car crowd, they've prioritized the comfort of the commuter. And that is a smart, authoritative move. Now, we want to hear from you. Does the combination of ProPILOT Assist and zero-gravity seats make you overlook the carryover engine? Or is the lack of a hybrid option a deal-breaker? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If this detailed review helped you get a clear picture of the new Sentra, please hit the like button, share this video with someone shopping for a dependable sedan, and most importantly, subscribe for more in-depth reviews that focus on the details that matter to you. We'll see you in the next one.